born, like I told you, downtown, Mesa Street, all the way down. When I was born, they had been a prostitute.
Like a red light district? Or?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Pennsylvania 5,000.
My dad had bought this house, at that time was East El Paso, now it's Central El Paso. And one day I was sitting by the window, we had a window overlooking the street. And I looked out and I see this little girl going by. I like that little girl. That's for me. We had to get married at 5 o'clock in the morning and I had to report to the Navy at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Dad always tells me this story about a time when he took me to lunch at the old Oasis restaurant. I must have been 5 or 6 years old. We sat down at the table. He asked me, "Mijo, are you as hungry as a bear?" I said, "Yeah, Dad." He asked me, "Mijo, what do you want to eat?" I hesitated for a second and I answered, "A bear." He laughs every time he tells me that story. And that is why that is my favorite dad story. Happy birthday, Dad.
I have a lot of memories of Dad, like the candy drawer at the nightstand. You know, there's always peanuts and candy bars in there, or banana nut ice cream. But I remember mostly the stories of history. Hannibal and taking the elephants over the Alps and the Spartans and, you know, just interesting things like that. Still sticks with me to this day.
When I was pregnant, Dad would always call me from the shop before he left and ask me if he could bring anything that I was craving that day. And one day, I really was craving sweetbread, and so he brought me some pan de huevo and made my day.
Happy birthday, Macedonio! I know you don't like when I call you that, but I love that name. Happy birthday, Dad. I hope you're enjoying yourself. We all love you. From Katie Kmart.
Happy birthday, Dad. This is Marco Polo. When I think of Dad, I think of family and I think of Mom. There's nothing more comforting or inviting than walking into your all's house, getting to play as a little kid and having Dad bark at me to run over and give my grandmother a kiss and a hug as he sat and drank a beer at the table, whistling away to his big band music. My favorite memory of Dad, it probably happened once or twice, but it ingrained in my brain. It was having him babysit me, climbing into his bed and watching scary movies. Of course, the movies weren't very scary back then, but to a little kid, it was a lot of fun. Nickname? What nickname don't we all have from Dad? I think my nickname is Zeke, Marco, Eric, Jerry. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's Marco. And when he got it right, it was Marcantonio, Marcantonio, Marcantonio. Something I could always count on for Dad, a great relaxing evening sitting in the backyard having a beer. Those are memories you'll never forget. The thing that makes me laugh most about Dad is nickname for my wife, Olympia. Because families like that, families you raised, Dad, nowadays those are few and far between. That's something I'll never forget. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Happy birthday, Dad. Love, Rowdy, Sophia, and Olympia.
By now, you've had at least one birthday beer. I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate everything that you've done for me. I hope you have a beautiful 90th birthday. I just also want you to know how proud I was of you at the baseball game on military night.
I'll always remember the day when me and my dad took you out to the baseball game and everyone would stand up and salute for you. Thank you for your service. I'm very proud of you. Have a happy 90th birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, Dad.
Our best memory of you is you listening to big band music. We love you.
We love you.
I wanted to take this opportunity, obviously, to say happy 90th birthday. I also wanted to tell you, one of the best memories I have of you as I was growing up, and even to this day, and every time I come and visit, is I love all the stories that you tell about, how things were when you were growing up, especially the stories that you tell about how things were when you were in the U.S. Navy. I find those extremely interesting, and just listening to you is just amazing. And I want to take this opportunity, obviously, to thank you for the sacrifices that you made for this country during that time. One of my fondest memories I can, attribute back to you as far as what I've learned from you. You taught me how to whistle. You taught me how to whistle, not the traditional way, but, the whistling where you basically don't use your mouth. You use your tongue and your teeth. And that's how I whistle now, every day. And every time I do that, I always think of you. Happy 90th birthday, Dad. I love you and I miss you very much.
When I think of Dad, of course there's the obvious, him drinking Schlitz and listening to big band on the patio. But there's also memories of the house, cousins sliding down the stairs, and New Year's Eve parties where he danced with Mom. There's Crunch and Munch, scary movies, and war stories. his amusement with new technology, his work ethic, and adventurous social spirit. But most of all, I think of his great and admirable love for Mom. What a wonderful life and family you've built. Happy birthday, Dad. Love, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
Dad, I hope you have enjoyed watching this narrative of your first 90 years. It's a story that continues to this day. We are all happy to be a part of it, and we are all eager to hear more of that story.
What a story that I got to tell.